Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of House of Cure presents Doc Talk. Today we have with us Dr. Varun Kunte. He is a craniofacial pain specialist and a temporomandibular joint specialist. For a lot of you who might not know what the temporomandibular joint is, it's basically the joint that moves your lower jaw. And even though it's a very simple looking joint, it's one of the most complex joints in your entire body. And that's why Dr. Varun is here with us to educate us regarding this topic. So, hi, Dr. Varun. Thank you for being with us.
Hi, Dr. Karan. Thank you.
All right. So, getting right into it, Dr. Varun, could you tell us what does a craniofacial specialist, pain specialist do, or what does a TMJ specialist do? What's your job profile like?
Great. So, as you rightly mentioned, the TMJ, temporomandibular joint, is a jaw joint which is right in front of the ear. So, what we essentially deal with is the problems in the function of this particular joint. A lot of times there's a clicking of this joint. So, when you're chewing your food, when you're opening and closing your mouth, this joint pops or clicks. It causes a tremendous amount of pain. Many of times, this also leads to headaches or migraines. So we essentially deal with patients who are suffering from problems or dysfunction of the TMJ, and also patients who are suffering from pain, like jaw pain, headaches, migraines, etc.
Okay. So, Dr. Varun, what are usually the symptoms that come to you? You might have like a few very common symptoms that come to you.
Right. So the most common symptom that I see regularly in my practice is pain, and this pain is mainly limited to the face and the head. So that is why we call it a craniofacial pain. Now, any dysfunction in the way your jaw are aligned, your jaws are the ones which are responsible for controlling all these muscles. So any dysfunction with the jaw alignment, jaw placement is likely to cause more muscle load on the face and head, and that can cause pain. And TMJ, which is right in the middle of these head muscles and jaw muscles, is something like a dynamic factor which controls or keeps everything in place. So a lot of times when, because there is an imbalance in the jaw, there is imbalance in the TMJ. So what we see mainly is we see patients of pain, craniofacial pain, headaches, jaw pain, also clicking, popping sounds of the TMJ, chewing difficulties. Um, we see patients who have snoring because of that. The relative alignment of the jaw, if it is placed backwards at night when you go to bed, some patients do complain of snoring. Some of the symptoms may get radiated to the neck and back because TMJ is known to cause postural problems as well. Here is where the things get interesting, that a lot of spondylitis or a lot of neck related issues can found their roots in the jaw alignment. So this is something that is not regularly known. And even a TMJ disorder, when we talk about something like a TMJ disorder, it is not just the problems associated with this jaw joint alone. It is essentially the problem associated with the function of the entire jaw, lower jaw, upper jaw, and by and large face facial muscles. So TMJ is just a part of the problem, whereas earlier it was thought that problems associated with this TMJ are responsible for causing headaches. But it is not so. The more comprehensive research now has proved that TMJ is a part of the problem. But 50 years before today, it was thought that TMJ is the culprit of everything. Hence, the field was named as TMJ disorder, or that's why we are called as TMJ specialists, but it's
Specialist.
essentially a craniofacial pain and TMJ disorders.
Okay. Now I can imagine since this joint is completely covered from all sides, by tissue, it's so hard to, it's not like an elbow where you can test it, move it, or, like a shoulder where I can even palpate it and feel it. But what are like the investigations that you do to diagnose do you have any special equipment? Do you use any special techniques to investigate any craniofacial pain?
Right. So mainly this joint is a very dynamic and a complex joint, as you rightly pointed out, because it is the only joint which crosses the midline. So the function of the right side joint is dependent on the left side joint and vice versa. So there
Right.
are very unique set of equipment that we have at Arthros, which is our clinic for treating such craniofacial pain and TMJ disorders cases. Now, essentially, before even going forward with these equipment, we have some basic radiological investigations like CT scans, like MRIs of TMJ, along with that clinical examination, history taking. And then finally, as these all basic structural investigations are done, there are some very interesting set of equipment which are cut out only for TMJ disorders. So we have the best biometric or functional equipment with us for treatment of TMJ disorders. So there are mainly four. One is the TEC scan, which checks the bite force imbalance. So this is the system which digitally maps forces of your jaw against time. So you'll come to know where is the imbalance in your jaw, how long is that imbalance staying, and you can easily get rid of that. So your bite will be more better. The second would be electromyography, which is EMG. It really checks the muscle activity. So if at all, because of the jaw problems, if there is any muscle problem, then in EMG, you will come to know whether muscle is hyperactive, whether muscle is in the spasm. So it is like, seeing on a computer and finding out that your muscle is giving you trouble. Right. So it's really a digital and a dynamic way of doing things. There's also an equipment which is only designed for temporomandibular joints, which is called as joint vibration analysis. Now, the beauty of this equipment that it digitally and dynamically, again, checks the function of TMJ, finds the problems associated with it, and you can use this during the treatment also. So you will come to know whether whatever treatments we have done for this, whether are they helping the patient, because a lot of times the pain can be subjective. Some patients may not have pain whatsoever, but the root cause or the damage process is still going on at the back end without giving much pain to the patient. So these equipment come handy in knowing these objective signs of the damage, and we can prevent a lot of these damage from happening in future. Also, there is a very unique machine called as jaw tracker. So this machine tracks the movement of the jaw electronically. So we can find out what is the range of the motion, what is the velocity of the jaw. We can also use this machine to, register a bite at a resting position of the jaw, which is really comfortable for most of the patients. So when we give a particular appliance in this physiologic rest position, most of the patients find really great kind of relief, and this relief is long-term, and it is from even devastating disorders like migraines. We have treated multiple cases of migraines and neuralgia, and these patients have got really great relief thanks to these equipment and the new technology that is developing alongside of these equipment.
So looks like you're like on the cutting edge of the technological revolution for TMJ disorders. And so is there anything else that's like, say, in the pipeline in research that you have either come across in your reading or in research articles? Like, is there any newer advances that are coming in?
Yes, the technology is rapidly evolving. Even now, as we are speaking, we can use a CBCT, which is essentially a facial CT scan, along with the jaw tracker. So now we can actually link these two technologies together, and we can find structural problems in CBCT, and at the same time, we can study the functional problems associated with them. So by fixing the structure there and there itself, we can evaluate whether function is improving or not. And this, you don't have to take a CBCT first, then go in and take a jaw tracker later. Then go in and treat it. It all happens.
Everything's happening simultaneously. Wow. This is really cool. This is very cool.
So rapid relief from the symptoms.
Okay. Wow. This is very cool. I mean, I wasn't aware of this. So I think that covers like what investigations you do and how you diagnose. Now, tell us, that we're living in the COVID era right now. And, how has the COVID affected your practice, or has it affected TMJ disorders as per your experience?
Well, when I say about pain cases, pain is a symptom, is a subjective symptom. So one may have pain, with X amount of damage, and the other person with the same amount of damage may not have pain. But what COVID has done to us is it has lowered our physiologic tolerance or our immune system. That is why TMJ disorder cases or the pain associated with TMJ dysfunction are on the rise. I am seeing more number of cases post COVID, which is actually not very surprising, but which is something which is alarming. That if we maintain good fitness and if we maintain good muscle strength, the chances of us getting, suffering from TMJ disorder would be a lot less. So COVID has taught us that the physical fitness is much more important than anything else. Also, we are seeing a rise in number of TMJ dysfunction cases, which also have a psychiatric problems. Because one suffers from TMJ disorder, the awareness about TMJ disorders are sadly not so great. So a lot of times these patients are told that this is all stress, the pain is all in your head, you're going nuts. I think you should take medication, or this could be some migraine. So patient keeps on going from one doctor to another doctor, neurologists, ENTs, dentists, maxillofacials, and so on. And ultimately, when nothing comes up, because these investigations that I spoke about are not available with much clinics, hardly 5 or 6 clinics in entire India have these equipment. So most of it goes undiagnosed. So it is said to them that this could be psychological, and they are sent to psychiatrists. So then actually they go in depression, because when you don't know what is going on with you, it's very difficult to deal with that. And such cases are really on the rise, because the mental health has taken a toll in COVID due to fear of going out, the financial problems, uncertainties. So yes, COVID cases are, the TMJ dysfunction cases are on the rise after COVID. I'm seeing a lot of them post COVID.
In your practice currently. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
it's quite unfortunate that so very recently we did chat as well with a dermatologist and a trichologist, and she told us that due to stress, or not just due to stress, but even in COVID, a simple thing like people are just not going out anymore. So people have lost the basic will to like kind of groom themselves or groom their hair or do up their skin, and what that effect, what kind of effect that's having on us. And that's also like a kind of a reason it started off with COVID, and it's kind of branching out into so many different problems and so many spheres that we just have no idea. And that's what we are trying to do at DocTalk, is just to get all of these aspects together, just to show everyone how everything is kind of connected in one big cycle, and it all started due to COVID, unfortunately.
And that is there, and it has made us aware about all these issues that we are not facing earlier. I believe that I always tell my patients that TMJ problems are of craniofacial pain, migraines, all these are multifactorial. Now, although you may have one body, but the doctors treating different parts are, different doctors, different specialties. So I think at DocTalk, you're doing a great job of combining all these guys together, and possibly together we can come up with some treatment protocols which will be helpful for all our patients, and we can cover them from all sides. Maybe one can treat, the dentist can treat the teeth. I can come in and treat the TMJs and jaws. Somebody can come in and treat the neck issues. Someone can help with psychiatric problems, so on. So interdisciplinary approach is much better and futuristic way of looking at things. So you're right on that.
So Dr. Varun, that was a very nice and crisp chat. I think our patients have been exposed to a lot of good information, and which is very important. These are topics that are not really discussed a lot, and a lot of people, like the general population, is not aware about these things. So, just to end things, what would be your take-home message?
Well, the take-home message would be visit Arthros and live pain-free. So we are there for you. If you're suffering from TMJ disorders, we are the right people to treat you.
Absolutely, and I can personally vouch for that as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Varun. This has been a great chat.
Thank you so much, Dr. Karan. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you. Well, guys, I think that was an awesome chat. And if you guys find any of this information useful, do share it with as many people as possible. Do subscribe to our channel because that will really help us know that you're liking our content. And also leave a comment down because it helps this video go to as many algorithms as possible to reach as many people as possible. So thank you so much, guys, and can't wait to do the next Doc Talk episode. Till then, have a nice one.